My name is Tristan Topps, candidate for first vice chair of the Maricopa County Democratic Party. I became a PC in LD 18 in 2016, shortly after completing my graduate studies at George Washington University. In 4 short years, we have seen a complete transformation of our district from red to blue. I have put in the work, working on behalf of our local candidates to make sure that they are representing the residents and voters in our district at the State House, and of course, our candidates across the county. I have served on the Executive Board as the Affirmative Action Liaison, State Affirmative Action Committee, and I'm a founding member of the Maricopa County Black Engagement Committee. And I see no reason to believe that the gains that we've seen in Legislative District 18 can't be accomplished across our county. I can do more, I'm ready to do more, and I will do more as your first vice chair. All right, so let's get started. We had a fantastic time in LD 18 this past election cycle, working hard not only for our local candidates, but for our county candidates as well. In addition to the traditional work of canvassing, talking to voters, and making calls, we hosted and promoted several town hall open forums for our candidates, and many of them participated. It was my honor to host a fundraising event for Whitney Walker in conjunction with the Black Engagement Committee. And of course, Whitney, we know, ran an historic campaign for the County Board of Supervisors. It was also my honor to participate in a town hall event speaking about the importance of voter engagement and civic participation alongside Phoenix Mayor Kate Gallego. But I also found myself this year in an interesting position. As Maricopa County, we ran Democrats across the slate in unprecedented numbers. And along with the traditional act of canvassing and talking to voters and providing literature, I found myself doing a lot of voter education as well, making sure that voters understood the magnitude of this election, making sure that they understood that the positions that were on the ballot, the candidates that they were voting for, played a pivotal role in the way that they maintain and the way that they live their daily lives. And I did that not just within groups within the county and within the party, but also organizations that I'm a part of outside of the county, making sure that when voters went to the polls to vote for our candidates, they did so with the best and most accurate information possible, and they did so enthusiastically. So I'm very proud of the work that I did, not only within my district, promoting our state candidates and our state legislators, but our county candidates as well, in addition to making sure that voters made informed decisions when they went to the ballot box. I am a human resources professional by day, or people relations, as I like to call it. I understand that I have a very diverse workforce. And when I come into work each day, I encounter employees of different backgrounds, different ethnicities, different perspectives, and different opinions. And it is my job to bring all of those people together so that we can work towards our common goal. Plan strategically and strategically problem solve when necessary. And I view the Democratic Party here in Maricopa County the same way. We all come from different backgrounds, different perspectives, different viewpoints. But at the end of the day, we all have to come together to move the ball down the field so that we can achieve our common goal, our shared goal of turning Maricopa County blue by electing the best Democrats from the bottom of the ticket to the very top. I'm also well-versed in a number of human resources functions that includes organizational leadership, employee relations, and total compensation. These attributes are going to be vital as we work together to provide additional resources for our candidates, our staff, and our volunteers, and as we work together once again to achieve our common goal as Democrats. My number one priority is diversity and inclusion. We are the Democratic Party. We are the party that is welcoming to everyone, regardless of race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, gender identification, age, or social status. And we need to ensure that we are fostering an environment where everyone feels welcome and everyone feels that their voice is being heard and their needs are being met. And also, representation matters. The leadership within our party should be as diverse as the communities that we serve. I also want us to focus our efforts on relationship management, building relationships in our communities, in our neighborhoods. And the time to do that is now. 2021 is going to be a building year. Now is the time when we need to be investing our time and our resources, making sure that we are reaching out to all of our neighbors, to all of our districts, and that we are building and fostering these relationships now so that we have a clear vision of our goals and our mission as we move into 2022 and beyond. And lastly, we need to support our candidates, all of our candidates, equally and enthusiastically. Running for office is not easy. Our candidates make a lot of sacrifices for the greater good of all of us. And it is our job as board members, as Democrats, to make sure that we are supporting them and providing them with the resources they need. From the day they declare to final night election victory, we need to be supportive of all of our candidates. Partnerships, collaboration, and opportunities are going to be our keys to success. There are so many grassroots and civically engaged organizations that are putting in the work to turn out and educate voters across our county. I'm thinking about organizations such as Arizona Coalition for Change, Mi Familia Vota, Our Voice, Our Vote, and of course, the tremendous, tremendous accomplishments of our Native American communities and the work that they did to turn out voters in the 2020 election. They were successful in their efforts to increase voter turnout, and we should be working with them and utilizing their best practices. We need to seek out and encourage minority candidates to run for office. Why? Because representation matters. Our county demographics are changing, and the slate of candidates that we put forth to our voters should reflect our diversity and should reflect all of the amazing things that we bring to the table as Democrats. And lastly, I'm thinking about all of our young Democrats. I'm thinking about those that volunteer countless hours working on campaigns, talking to voters, registering voters on high school and college campuses across our county. Minorities and young people, they are the fastest growing segment of our electorate, and they deserve to have a seat at the table and a board that is responsive to their needs. So moving forward, we need to establish partnerships and collaborate with them and other organizations when and where it's necessary. And we need to begin investing our resources in our young people. They are the district chairs, the board members, the candidates, and the campaign staff of the future. Let's invest in them now so they can be prepared to step into leadership positions in the future. To begin with, we need a complete and comprehensive review of our results in this past election cycle. We knew that this was going to be a high turnout election and there were a lot of things at stake, but we need to understand where we fell short and why that happened. We need to identify areas where we overperformed and develop a means to replicate that progress moving forward. I don't feel that it's my job as first vice chair to come into anybody's district and tell leadership how to run their organization or how to organize. Every district is different demographics, different voter profiles, different policy perspectives. My approach is to meet with the leadership team of each legislative district, and let's pull back the curtain and have an open and honest look at the picture it paints. Then and only then we can put together a strategic plan. Once we have identified our strengths, our weaknesses, our opportunities, and our threats. We should also be utilizing best practices between our legislative districts. Let's open the lines of communication and promote the free exchange of ideas. We cannot implement a one-size-fits-all approach to organizing, but we can take best practices from each district to ensure that we have a clear plan, that we are clear-eyed about our objectives and our goals moving into 2022 and beyond. And you can assure that the MCDP board will be there enthusiastically supporting our legislative districts, our candidates, and our volunteers every step of the way. I don't come to this position with years and years and years of organizing or leadership experience within the party, but I do come to this position with passion for change, passion for people. And that's probably why I love working in human resources as much as I do. My passion comes from a place of authenticity. It's not something that's manufactured. It's not something I read in a book. It's who I am as a person. It's who my parents raised me to be. And hey, I remember where we've been. I've called Arizona home for nearly 20 years. I see where we are, and I see the possibility of where we're going. And I see and I recognize the challenges that we face, perhaps now more than ever. But I believe full-heartedly that we can achieve a blue Maricopa County if we are willing to work together, if we are willing to build together, and I believe that we can win together. So I'm asking for your support, and I'm asking for you to trust me, and I'm asking for your vote on Saturday, December 19th. Thank you so much. I am Tristan Topps, MCDP candidate for first vice chair.